Well, good morning, everyone. It's Friday, and it's the weekend. And it's the weekend before the election. Can you believe that? Thank heavens, right? I mean, I know we're all just really want it over. But I'm curious. I was watching a panel last night, and there was 4 people on the panel, including the host, a very good journalist. She had 3 guests on, so there was 4 of them, as I said. And they were split down the middle on, do we think that we're going to have results on Tuesday? 2 of them thought, yeah, possibly. 2 of them said absolutely no, that it's going to be weeks, just like it was 4 years ago. And I'm thinking to myself, do we really think it's going to be another 4-week turnaround before we know who's our next president? What worries me about that is the obvious, of course, but it makes our position so incredibly vulnerable again. On top of the current situation where we basically have nobody running the ship, okay? Nobody's at the helm. Biden's on holiday and Harris is too busy trying to get elected president. So who's running the ship? Who's at home? Who is at home making sure that you and I as Americans are safe? Is there anybody? Don't hear about it. All we hear about is Hitler this and fascism this and stunts this and defending himself. We don't hear anything about where our leadership is today, except for the fact that he's called more than 55% of the American people garbage. Well, all I can say to that is maybe you need to look in the mirror, because I don't see anything but trash for the last 4 years. You trashed our economy. You trashed our security. You trashed our border. I could go on and on. You trashed the evacuation from Afghanistan. You basically trashed the election because you're not fit to run, according to them. So who's at home? Who's manning the ship? Who's making sure that nothing happens to all of us? I would really love to know. And I would love some feedback here. Do you think that we're going to know on Tuesday? If you do think we're going to know on Tuesday, why do you feel that way? If you don't think we're going to know on Tuesday, what are your thoughts? And finally, what can we do to make sure that we do know on Tuesday? Or really, if you're realistic, by the end of the week, next week, a week from today, surely we're sophisticated enough in this country that we know 3 days after a national political election who wins. Are we really that far behind that we cannot compute and address? It doesn't make any sense to me. So what do you guys think? Who do you think, first of all, is going to win? And will we know? And how do you feel right now about who's taking care of the house? I don't see any information about that. And in my opinion, that's irresponsible and dangerous. Because if you're not watching the house, sooner or later, it's going to get vandalized or broken into, and people get hurt. And that's unacceptable. Somebody needs to be watching the ship. Many blessings on this Friday.